Hey guys, and welcome to Day to Day Scott, where I bring you daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. So how do I bring you that daily content? Well, as an entrepreneur, you'll learn so much. Or someone who's just hungry for personal development, then you're always looking for learning and to learn every day. So being an entrepreneur myself, having founded the company November in 2017, I'm learning every day. So what I do on this YouTube channel is I curate my learning from each day and put it into content that you'll gain value from. We gain a few things from that. You get to learn from my failures, so you don't have to make those failures. I get to reconfirm my knowledge, which is great because that allows me to further assert what I already knew and helps me understand it further. And also I'll have those light bulb moments of just going and thinking over things. And especially this video is going to be really key for me, absolutely. And I think very key for a lot of entrepreneurs out there because I feel like it's something that we all do struggle with. So I hope you enjoy the channel. It's very raw and organic. You'll always see me in every emotion. If I'm upset, you'll see me upset. If I'm angry, you'll see every emotion. I'm not going to try fabricate any of these videos. It's all about letting you really see a real day-to-day life of an entrepreneur, and I will always look to be as real as possible, so then you can, because you're going to gain the most value from that and I'm going to gain the most value from that. We're not going to learn from me just fabricating the truth. So I'm always going to be truthful with you, and that allows us both to learn and allows to create a community that entrepreneurs feel confident to be truthful with one another, to help themselves, help each other with their issues as well on their journey. So I hope you stay and I hope you enjoy the video. This is a really interesting one. Again, I'm trying to get more and more open with these videos. I think the more videos do, the more comfortable I am with being open about stuff. So this is about my issues with having a pretty heavy OCD with things and sort of my lack of motivation at times. So let's get through the intro video and we'll get into it. Hey guys, and welcome back. So we're all ready on the camera. Let's just make sure that looks beautiful. As always, I've probably just made that worse actually. Let's just make that. See, OCD again. It's so laughable that I did not even deliberately do that. I've just been playing around that camera for like 10 minutes and there's just no need. It's probably not even marginally changed, but it's just that OCD again. Ugh. Something this video is about. So my issues with OCD and lack of motivation. So yeah, I like to think I'm quite a motivational guy. I'm really high on young entrepreneurs. I do some talks and sort of love to inspire and really motivate people. But at the end of the day, even though you're motivated for others and motivated for yourself at times, you still have your down days. And obviously I've been discussing in my past few videos sort of getting back into the routine, and I think obviously I've been struggling to get back into the routine of full efficiency, and that's why I'm starting to take measures to help me get over the issues I'm having with having the lack of motivation and really getting things done and being productive. Now, I haven't done a video. I was supposed to do a video 6 days a week, as you know, that bar Sunday, and I've not done a video on Monday and Tuesday this week. Now, the reason of that is pretty much what I'm going to discuss with you in this video, and why I think this video is so important to put out there first. Before I will back up, by the way, I know I've missed 2 videos now, and there'll be a third Wednesday, so I will back up with those videos. You will get all those videos just sort of scattered a bit differently on this week, so I will give you all that content, don't worry. But I really want to drive into what the reason why I didn't do the videos, and sort of so we can learn from that and I can learn from that. So you'll see the title of the video. It's about OCD and lack of motivation. Now, I'll sort of give you a bit of context to that. So I believe I'm a professional procrastinator. We're all at the end of the day, everyone procrastinates. But I do go through periods where I'm a professional procrastinator, and I will procrastinate to the finest standard you can possibly do it. So let me kind of explain that to you. So for example, I will always have a list of things I want to do in that day, but I never finish the list, and maybe that's because I over commit to things, maybe because I always want too much done, but either way it never gets done. No matter how much I work on that day, it'll never be finished. So I'm always, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And the more I say I'll do it tomorrow, the more this list gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just, then I find tasks that I'm procrastinating and just not doing, and it's just things aren't happening. And I'm always relying on tomorrow. I'm always like, oh, I'll get up early tomorrow, I'll be more efficient tomorrow, I'll do an extra 2 hours tomorrow. And I've realised it sort of clicked to me the past few days, or today, majorly, that I've been saying that for the past 2 weeks now. I'll do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow, and now I'm just really far behind on a lot of work, and it's not good, because obviously it's not good for my clients, and it's embarrassing, and it's not good for my company to be so far behind on work when I am. And another bad thing is I'm not fully efficient with my fitness at the moment, so I've struggled to get back into my fitness. And what reminded me of that as well is my marathon top actually came today, so it really sort of drove me to this video, because it's sort of like, you're gonna be running a marathon shortly, so my fitness isn't there at the moment. I'm not keeping up with my work because I'm always saying tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And the worst thing about this is, once you get in that rut of saying tomorrow, 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 your mentality is just always focused on saying that, so you always end up saying that and getting the habit of doing that. But even worse is that the work just builds and builds and builds, because the workload isn't decreasing. It doesn't just get less just because I stop working. If anything, it increases, because there's no one else helping. It's only me. So that's the really intense and really painful thing to deal with, is that you're always saying tomorrow, and then you're sort of you're trying to deal with it, and then it just gets to this point where there's just too much to deal with. And then I really like to just bash a load of work out. That's sort of my OCD mentality. I literally just like to just do everything at once. That is just my OCD. I know that's not good. I need to improve upon that, but that is just my mentality. Like, if I do emails, I want to do every last email. Like, I hate just doing a few emails every day. Like, I just want to do everything. It really grinds me. And I know, again, I don't believe that's the correct way to do it, but that's kind of the way I sort of think, and that's the way I work. So 100% I believe I should change that, because the key thing that I read in Black Box Thinking is all about the marginal gains, and they said that is so huge to your success. Is it's not about trying to just complete huge tasks at once. It's about those marginal gains, and it's about breaking tasks down into just marginal little gains. And it's so key to understand that, because it can sound so simple, but you can have a task on there like social media scheduling. That can be days of just lots of little things you've got to do. Research the content, upload it, get the copy ready, do the schedule. Like, there's lots of little tasks that can take a long time, and if I just want to do that in one day, it could take my whole day up, and suddenly that client has taken that day up. Now, that isn't going to work with working with a range of clients. So I have to sort of stop this OCD mentality of I just want to get everything done at once, and I need to start just being marginal gains, doing a little task at once, because basically there's two ways I can go about it. Either I can try and do it all in one day, and it might happen, but I'm going to push it off for 2 weeks because I won't be able to find a day to do it all in. Or I just do marginal gains and I get it done within a week, because I've done a little bit each day, and it's less stressful. The only stressful part of it is just me adjusting to that work method. But once I get used to it, it's going to be a lot less stressful on me. So that's my issue at the moment, is just my OCD mentality of just, I love to do everything at once, and I know it's not good, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you what I struggle with, and hopefully you'll come back with some comments that can help me. But that's what I'm struggling with, and sort of with the videos, that because I've been far behind on work, I've just been like, oh, I'll do all this, and it's like the videos now, like I just want to do all the videos now instead of doing sort of one earlier, one now. I just want to do them all now. I hate sort of spinning up. It really grinds me. I'm just going to focus that a little bit. Oh, I've made that worse. There we go. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't do the video, because of this amount of work I had, and that's, again, this can't be happening, because that's, at the end of the day, that's my fault. It's 100% my fault. I should be on top of it, and I'm learning here, and I will improve upon this, and I want to just sort of come clean in my videos, so it allows me to sort of be open with you guys, and it allows me to learn from it as well. And obviously discussing it now allows me to sort of accept a lot of things with the whole OCD nature, and understanding how I can get over it. So the thing that I said with hope, which is an interesting one, because I mentioned I've got hope on my notes, and the thing that sort of reconfirms my procrastination is the word hope. So it's because I always have hope for the next day. I always have hope that I'm going to get it all done next day. And I'm just going to very quickly show you like a few seconds of this video of this ex-Navy SEAL who actually talks about hope, and you sort of get what I'm talking about. So I'll just quickly put that on for a second.
If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed.
So I'd recommend going watching that video because it is a really interesting video. But basically, obviously, he's sort of saying it in a different context of hope in regards to driving your team forward. But I think it still really doesn't make sense. What I'm saying here is that he said the power of hope, and that is so strong in what I'm saying to you now is the whole procrastination and being a professional procrastinator is that power of hope that I'm going to be more efficient tomorrow, the power of hope of, oh yeah, I'll get up earlier tomorrow, or I'll do that extra call tomorrow, always drives me to always do it and just further make it a habit. And that's what I really struggle with, that hope of going, oh yeah, I'll do this, and it excites me because I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow because I'm going to be so efficient, and then it's the next day, so it's interesting. I just wanted to mention that because I think it's really important to mention, because I feel that was a big part of me continuously doing this. And sort of the lack of motivation thing, again, I'm a very motivational guy. I love my business and I love my clients. But the lack of motivation is, I believe that comes in when I was saying, when I'm not getting the work done, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And the problem with that is it really beats you up, because suddenly with my whole OCD nature of wanting to do it all at once, I can't physically do it all at once because I've suddenly got twice, 5 times, 10 times the work, so I cannot physically do it unless I work a 48-hour shift. So it's just ridiculous to be able to do that. So, and that really, really damages my motivation for the day, and sort of my mentality of trying to do it all at once. It really affects that, and I really struggle with my motivation to get up and really just get on with it, because it's all about those marginal gains, which I'm struggling to sort of get myself to do, really. And I know how important it is. I just sort of shifting that work habit it's taking a little bit of time. But it's an interesting one. We learn at the end of the day from our failures, and I love learning. But I'll be honest, it's a bit of a stressful time at the moment, just trying to adjust my mental sort of work methods. It's quite a stressful time at the moment. So sort of just quickly touch on also what sort of further confirms it as well is my justifications in my actions. So because I don't write as much stuff down, my head will reason with myself all the time to just justify my actions. So then it'll just, again, it's just this whole professional procrastinator. Your head will always manipulate your thinking in order to confirm that you're doing a good job, and it's just like, oh, it's not your fault, this happened. It's just excuses. But it's so crazy how your brain can manipulate you without you even knowing. So this is where we're going to come on to my takeaways to overcome this. My methods to overcome this. The first one is the one that we've been talking about quite a bit in my accountability video, and that's write your targets down instead of having huge lists. So have your targets down. Sort of the main things you want to achieve that month, that week, that day, whatever it is, but write them down. And obviously you're going to have lists of what you want to do, but just bullet points sort of your big targets, because they'll never change then because you've written them down. Think in ink, they'll never change, whereas up here they will, and it keeps you accountable for them, because you'll go back to oh, I haven't achieved this, I need to go do this or whatever. So it keeps you accountable, and have that in front of you. I think that's really key. And another one to that is have someone that's going to make you accountable for them. So that's something I'm working on at the moment. I've just moved into co-working space, so I'm in that now. Actually, that's why with the cool background, these are going to be where the new videos are, so I'm really excited to be doing that. But yeah, the co-working space is one of the big reasons for doing it is to be more accountable, be in a community that can inspire and motivate me more and make me feel more guilty when I don't come in early, when I don't put in those extra hours, when I'm not working and just watching YouTube videos. I want that accountability, and I'm even getting an accountability partner, which is a really cool thing, a new thing I've been introduced to, where basically we're going to make each other accountable. So we'll have sort of weekly calls, we'll tell each other exactly what we want to do, and they'll tell me, and then we'll make each other accountable and make sure we're staying on top of it. So I think that's a really key one when it comes to driving you. It comes to making sure you're getting those marginal gains and really helping you, help me adjust to this marginal gain way of working rather than just doing everything at once. And I feel that's really going to help me get over my OCD and really be much more motivated in the morning, because I'm not going to have to deal with 1,000 emails because they're already done. So yeah, that's huge. I've talked about marginal gains, stick to writing, so I've covered that off. So that's where I would to overcome this, and I would really recommend you go watch my video on accountability and being accountable for your actions, because it's just it's really important, a really good one that I've learned recently, and it's something that I'm really implementing into my work day, and I find it starting to be really useful. But I'll give you an update on that because I'm going to do some more with that shortly. So my takeaway from this is there's so many. Obviously the things that I just mentioned about overcoming it, obviously take that away hugely. And sort of the main 3 takeaways I give you is stop justifying everything in your head. The second you haven't achieved a target and you justify it in your head, you're just making excuses. Write it down, the target, and if you write down the target and you haven't made it, you know something's gone wrong there. And yes, things go wrong. Yes, you will not achieve your target every time, but if you're not achieving your target every time you've tried to achieve 10 different targets, then there's obviously something wrong there, isn't there? So fair enough, one target in a blue moon absolutely will not be achieved because things go wrong. Absolutely, it's business. But at the end of the day, if you're setting 10 targets and you're only hitting 2 of them, something's obviously wrong there. So it really is just start thinking in ink, not in your mind, because you will just do excuses after excuses and become a professional procrastinator like me. Another one is get someone to make you accountable. We've just gone through that, so just get someone to make you accountable, whether it's a friend, a work colleague, anyone really that can make you accountable. They don't have to be in your industry, they don't even have to know what you do. They just need to know exactly what you want to achieve, so then they can make you accountable. And the final one, the one that really is big for me, and I really need to implement this, even though I know it's going to stress me out, is it's all about the marginal gains. It's all about the marginal gains, not doing it all at once. I've read a fantastic book, like I mentioned, Black Box Thinking, that I would highly recommend to read. It's an incredible book. I just like demyths sort of the whole trying to be perfect at everything, which is just rubbish, and it's all about those marginal gains, failing and just having a fantastic relationship failure, and just sort of chugging away and chipping away at the wood, and just getting that end goal rather than just trying to smash things out at once. So it's a sort of a mentality change, it's a work method change, so it's going to take time. Again, sort of in my mentality, I just want to change it like that, but it'll take time. So if you can relate to that, please do comment below, because it'd be great to connect with you and just chat about it, because it really is sort of stressing me out and getting me down at the moment, dealing with that and not being able to accept the marginal gains sort of with my mind and sort of the way I work, because I haven't worked like that before. So yeah, it'd be great to chat to someone on that and struggling with that issue, so please do comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, it was a pleasure, and it's lovely to be back on these videos. I know I've only been off for 3 days, but honestly, these are my saviours, these videos. I just love doing them. They really do sort of let me just let loose in a positive way, just sort of let loose, sort of let the stress out and sort of just reconfirm and learn on this camera. I just absolutely love it. So I hope you loved it as well. Please do subscribe. Please do follow my Twitter at @ScottMears_, my Facebook at @ScottMears Entrepreneur, and my YouTube where you are now. So please do subscribe at @ScottMears. As always, the best way to predict the future is to... I've been messing this up recently. I don't know why. Let's do it again. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Go out there and create your future. This was Day to Day Scott. It was an absolute pleasure. I'm going to go do another video for you again. But yeah, I will see you at the next one. Have a lovely day.
Bye.